You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. Belinda from Soap Dirt here, and I've got your 2-week spoilers running from Monday, May 13th, all the way through Friday, May 24th, which takes us all the way to the end of May Sweeps, which wraps on Wednesday, May 22nd. So we're going to be seeing a lot of big action for the next week and a half until Sweeps winds down. Hey, if you have not, please subscribe. Now let's jump right into these juicy spoilers, starting on Monday, May 13th. So Billy tells Lily that Jill gave him all of her power. She's stepping back, and he is going to be basically the new Jill in this scenario, which kind of makes him the boss. And Devon explodes and plans to confront her. Lily wants to hear all about this directly from Jill, because just prior to Billy making this announcement, Devon and Nate were plotting how to get Billy out of Chancellor Winters, but Lily disagreed with them that he needs to go. But this is all turned on its ear, and this comes hot on the heels of Mamie doing crazy stuff that they didn't want. So they are just dealing with the fallout of the rivalry between these two women and the havoc that it is wreaking. Christine and Danny are ready to head out of town and start a new chapter. Okay, great. Leave. How long have they been talking about leaving for this flippity-flappin' tour? I don't need to see Christine and Danny and Phyllis coming around with her terrible dialogue where they're concerned. They just need to go, and I don't really need to see them again. So the spoiler is they're beginning a new chapter. Let's hope it actually manifests this time. But first, Phyllis taunts Christine, mocks her because she thinks she's not going on tour with Danny because she thinks she has chosen her career. And then Christine claps back on Phyllis and says she decided not to do the lawsuit. She decided to head out of town with Danny, and Phyllis is completely stunned. She needs to just let this go. He doesn't want her. It's not like they have a great love story. It's tiring. She needs to move on. Sally and Chloe are having a little crisis session about their failing business, and they brainstorm how to stop the free fall. They wonder if they can still get brought in under the Newman umbrella. They worry about Nick losing the initial investment he made, and it's just all very messy. So Chelsea tells Billy that Connor is worse and the medicine isn't helping and he's engaging in self-harm. She's very stressed out. At the same time, Adam is telling Sally the same thing. And then Chelsea shows up at Adam's place on Monday, and Sally takes off to let the exes talk. And Adam and Chelsea have some very nice scenes. They talk about Connor. Each of them are blaming themselves, and the other is saying, no, it's not on you. So it's very sympathetic, very good co-parenting stuff. Tuesday, May 14th, Danny Romalotti chokes down his pride, and I wonder if he is going to go back to Lily and try to renegotiate either coming back to work or her, reaching some kind of settlement where he can have access to the game that means so much to him. So Lily gets shocking news from Jill. She does go to Jill and wants to know, is this true? Does Billy have all your power? Are you really stepping back? Blah, 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 blah. So Lily gets that confirmation, and then she takes that news back to Nate and Devon, and then the three of them start plotting against Jill, and that means plotting against Billy as well. And Audra questions Tucker McCall's loyalty on Tuesday, as well she should, because that guy is dodgy as heck. Wednesday, May 15th, Sally is at a turning point in her life. She goes to talk to her friend Audra, and they are discussing, when do you know that it's time to cut and run? And I don't know if that's personally, if that's professionally. Is Sally thinking about ending one or the other? And Dr. Alan Laurent tells Tracy that Ashley's head is pretty crowded. He thinks there are a few personalities in there, and he's very concerned by the one he just met. And I think the one he just met might have been murderous Ms. Abbott, because that same day, Ashley is cooking up a dangerous plan, but it's not Ashley. Ashley is like asleep in a bed head and her brain. So I definitely think it's Ms. Abbott, and it may be her going to do Tucker some harm. That same day, Tucker tries to show Devon that he can trust him, and it looks like Devon actually believes it this time. I wonder if this is something to do with like the Jill and Mamie situation. Maybe Tucker can help them out in some aspect. Thursday, May 16th, Audra makes a big move. Again, don't know if it's personally, professionally. Nate's been hitting on her. Tucker's making her doubt him. Is Audra ready to walk out? I don't know. And Phyllis decides she's going to help Daniel, but as usual, her scheming just makes things blow up and are much worse than they were before. And Abby Newman is very challenged in terms of loyalty. She loves Devon. She's with Devon, but she is an Abbott, by birth as well. And this whole Chancellor Winters thing where it's targeting, Grandma Jill, Uncle, well, I guess, is she grandma or great aunt? Would she be great aunt? Yeah, I guess she'd be great aunt because she's her Uncle Billy's mother. I had to think about how Jill and Abby are related because then he was also on her in-law side when she was married with Chance. Messy family trees. At any rate, Abby is challenged. We'll leave it there. Friday, May 17th, Kyle tells Summer no when she makes a demand and an ultimatum about Claire. I'm certain it's about Claire's access to Harrison, maybe about Claire, as Harrison's nanny, but Summer says one thing and Kyle tells her no, you don't get to say that. And I think that's going to go over like a lead balloon. Victor's plan for revenge on Jordan goes badly. There's some talk about him using her to try and hurt Jack, but that means he'd have to let her loose, which is a terrible idea. And Nick spends some time chatting with Phyllis, and anytime those two have spoilers, I get really excited. That takes us to the week of May 20th through the 24th. Jordan Howard's game is not done yet, and Victor might have bitten off more than he can chew by trying to keep her his secret prisoner. Claire and Kyle's bond deepens. Daniel missteps again with Lily. Ashley is up to no good, and Tucker McCall might wind up hurt. Jack keeps working on Diane to forgive him. The Chancellor Winters group may realize that Mamie and Jill are both problems they need to deal with, and Sally considers what's next and what's best, and she's thinking about big picture stuff, and I just worry she might walk away from Genoa City. We'll see. Drop your comments, subscribe if you have not, and come back soon. We are here talking Young and the Restless 7 days a week, and as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.